What's up, Steeler Nation? What's up, Steeler Nation? What's up, Steeler Nation? My voice is almost back. It's gonna be a short knee-jerk reaction, guys. I don't have all night to spend tonight. It's already kind of late. Not late, but kind of late. Well, let's get to it, guys. We just watched the Pittsburgh Steelers drop a game to the Cleveland Browns, and I hate to say, I'm not even gonna say it. I hate to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Let's say hello to some of the early commenters. Let's see who we got, man. Vista Light, Chris Fala. Hello, Susie, the lovely Susie in the building. Hello, Miss Lady. Appreciate you coming through. Fellas, make sure you say hello to our lovely, lovely ladies in the chat. Here on the late night, Sunny Rothmiller in the building. Who else we got? Half Games in the building. 412 born and raised in the building. David McLeod, the master of music. Malvo. Who else is up in here? Some of y'all comments is already funny. I know some of y'all are going to say, oh, Tomlin's trash. Oh, this team is trash. Some of y'all are going to fall so far off the cliff. Some of y'all are not going to take this loss serious enough. And some of you guys are just going to be like, hey, it happens. So I'm not even going to entertain the comments because I know you guys are so back and forth. Like I already saw one that said Tomlin is awful. All right, oh, look, there go Fire Tomlin. I think that's a joke, though. What's up, Rajon? But, yeah, you know how you guys do, man. You guys jumped so far up the deep end. Hey, Debbie. Debbie is in the building as well, man. It's been so long since I've seen Debbie live, man. Hello, Debbie. Make sure y'all say hello to Debbie and any of the other ladies. I saw somebody else say, hey, Sade. So maybe Sade is in here as well. If you are Sade, what's up to you? Also, hey, have you guys talked to Destiny? Just want to know that she's good. That's all. I just want to know that she's good. But let's get to it, guys. I'm not going to be before you long. I'm going to be very quick with this. And I might not even read all of the key moments, to be honest with you. I don't even think I feel like doing that. I'm going to spend more time just telling you what I see from this team and what I've been saying for several weeks, even as the team was 8-2, even as the team were able to beat the Ravens. I've been saying the same thing, and I'm going to say the same thing again tonight as the team is now 8-3. And again, the reason why I said some of you guys shouldn't just go and put your swim trunks on and jump right off the deep end is because the Steelers are still head of the division. See, a lot of you guys get trapped, right? Y'all get trapped in your mind that right there, that's still a bias, that black and gold in your blood doesn't allow you to see past the rose-colored glasses, right? They still the leaders of the division at this moment. There's still a lot of football left to be played. So though you could be concerned, just like I am, I'm going to tell you what I'm concerned about. Not so much about tonight, just the team largely. But I just don't understand how some of you guys are so gung-ho one week and then the very next week, should the team lose, then everything is a dumpster fire. That is simply hilarious. The only thing I'm really going to talk about, guys, first series and first defensive series. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they opened with a tackle for loss by Najee Harris. It was a 1-yard loss. Excuse me, followed up by a 16-yard gain by Jaylen Warren. 6-yard pass to Washington. 3-yard pass to Pickens. Dan Moore's called for a false start on a 3rd and 1. And then on 3rd and 6, Russell Wilson is able to find Freiermuth for a nice sizable gain. Right after that, we pick up another 7 yards with Jaylen Warren. Russell Wilson keeps the very next play. Only picked up a yard. It ends up being 3rd and 2. And then Russell Wilson gets sacked by one Myles Garrett, who had a heck of a game tonight. I'm pretty sure some of y'all in the comments probably comparing him to TJ after tonight's performance. Some of y'all are probably saying, oh, TJ, what? I ain't hear nothing from TJ tonight. What happened to TJ? Well, I'm pretty sure, as we even saw, as it was illustrated, he was being chipped and doubled most of the night. Happens. It happens. Sometimes other teams are going to have a good game plan. But I guarantee you there's some people in Steeler Nation right now comparing the two performances tonight and they looking down at TJ Watt because y'all are crazy like that. But anyway, what happened after that? Something I didn't agree with. We attempted a 58-yard field goal, and I did not like that. We missed it. Did not like it at that moment, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not literally going to do the office visits tonight because I just want to make this a quick show in and out. But I'm going to tell you who is in my office tonight. So even though I'm not going to literally do it as I always do, I'm just going to say the office visits for tonight is Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith. And I will explain to you why here in a moment. I might call him in, I don't know, but just put that on your radar. Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith are in the office. So we missed the field goal. I did not like the decision to kick a 58-yard field goal at that moment. I did not like it. They showed that the wind was blowing. This was before the snow. But they showed that it was kind of windy out there. I didn't like that. I know that we have been reliable and been able to rely on Chris Boswell. But 58 yards is 58 yards, especially with wind. I did not like it at that moment. And the reason why I did not like it is I felt like we were moving the ball pretty decent. Go ahead, punt that ball away, pin them deep, and get the ball back. Try again. But look at what the defense did. First defensive drive, 3 and out. 3 and out. They went right there. The missed field goal didn't really hurt us. You know, the plush field position didn't hurt us. We got a 3 and out in KZ. I notated here. It was a shank punt by the Browns, and KZ, you know, drove that man all the way to the sideline. And, you know, I think the commentator said that maybe the defender pulled him down, but it just made me think about The Blind Side, the movie where Michael, oh, where were you taking that guy? That's what I was thinking when I saw KZ do that. So it kind of didn't give us the best field position. But really, guys, right after that, man, like I said, you know, the Steelers once again, we go for it on 4th and 2, and we get denied. Second drive of the game. I wrote right here, I do not like Arthur Smith always going in tight formations on obvious rundowns. But like I said, I'm not even going to go into all of the stuff that I notated and key moments and all that, because that ain't the mood I'm in tonight. The mood I'm in tonight is talking about why this team lost tonight. Before I get to that, I'm going to address Mike Tomlin. You know what? Mike, come on in the office. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Come into the office, Mike Tomlin. Coach T, listen. Hold on, Coach T. Do you see that, Coach T? Do you see that? That big old elephant in the room? You see it? I'm going to address that real quick. I shouldn't have to, but again, bro. Timeouts. I mean, bro. In both halves. How do you not call a timeout before the half to preserve time? Did not like the clock management to end the game. I don't know. I'm just going to accept that those are your warts, and I'm going to continue to be upset about it because after 18 years, I don't see much changing. Did not like your clock management. The only thing that I understand that you have said, Mike Tomlin, is you go with gut, but your gut has not been good in those areas. I'm just keeping it a buck. But the other reason why I got you in this office tonight, Mike Tomlin, man, I didn't like some of the decisions tonight, Mike. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm a supporter, but I'm going to criticize you when I don't like something you did. I am unbiased when it comes to that. I did not like you going for that 58-yard field goal. I did not like really going for that 4th and 2 at that particular situation. Now, I will say this. For the same reason that I didn't like it is maybe the reason why you went for it. I didn't like it because I felt it was a little too early. And I felt that the offense was kind of moving the ball, so I wanted to play the field position game. This is something, Mike T, that you always say. So me as a fan, I'm like, let's play field position with them. And those were 2 opportunities that we just gave away. But guess what? Right after that, the Steelers defense forced another 3 and out, so they saved you. Steelers defense posted a 3 and out back to back. But I did not like it. I did not like some of those decisions that I saw tonight. And that is the reason why I had to call you into this office. Like I said, I am a supporter. Me personally, I think you're a heck of a coach. I stand on that. But when I disagree, I disagree. Tonight wasn't the best coaching effort in terms of decision making and timeouts. Now also, let me address what you can go. You can go. I won't go too crazy because, hey, you have led this team to a divisional lead right now. But I had to tell you what was on my mind. You can go because I'm gonna call your offensive coordinator in here in a moment. Here's another thing, folks. I told y'all what scares me about this defense, man. And I get it. I'm not one of these people that I wanted to be perfect and that I think it's going to be perfect. I'm not. Nothing is ever perfect. But our defense just has a problem giving up explosive plays, guys. Like these miracle plays. Like it's times where we just let dudes wide open. I don't know, is it because we so aggressive? Like the one when Jameis threw it across his body. Like, what we doing? Like the last play to Judy, where it looked like Joy Porter Jr. passed him off. I don't know what that was. I need to see the film of that because, as the commentator said, it looked like he passed him off to Minka. But why would you be doing that? Because it looks like you were playing man. Now, usually when you pass people off in man is when you're expecting a rub route or something like that. Or if a guy, if your guy goes out, another guy goes in, then y'all pass off. Didn't look like that. Again, knee-jerk reaction. Without me seeing the film, I don't know, but I'm confused. There was too many times where dudes was butt naked open. But that is our problem. We give up the big play. Tuesday, I told you guys after watching the Ravens game, I felt like, okay, the Steelers might be able to get into the playoffs and do something. I think possibly, maybe still, but I don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because what I have been saying, guys, this entire season, this offense doesn't consistently perform when they need to. Would you love for them to score 30 points a game and all that? We had that little run where we did that. Sure. But I'm not even asking for that. I told y'all, 21-24. 21-24 points once again. If we score that, we're potentially in a better position to win, even though, wait, they scored. So what did the score ended up being? 24-19? So even 24 points would have got us into a tie. You see what I'm saying? We could have been playing overtime. But this offense they don't make the plays they need to make when they need to make the play. Defense helps you out. Defense leaks, but they help you out. Nick Herbig gets the strip sack. Steelers recovering. Scored touchdown. Nice pass. Nice catch in that weather. Pass from Russell Wilson. Catch by Calvin Austin. The Steelers go up 19-18. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the clock. I'm like, okay, with the weather conditions out there, this could be sticky. If the defense goes out and plays well, and what does the defense do? They gave up some plays. Browns are driving, but Dante Jackson picks off Winston with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. I'm like, okay. If you get in your 4-minute offense right now, we might could ice this thing. You need 1 first down. And what does the Steelers offense do? They go 3 and out. You need at least one first down. Now, even though I know Waitman had a bad punt, but I'm just going to say what you expect to happen. You get at least one first down, you start burning more clock. You make the Browns have to use their timeouts. And even if you go 3 and out after the first down, the clock is a lot lower and you expect that you're a little further downfield, and then you punt and you make it a harder situation. That's what everyone expects if you can't bleed the 4 minutes off the clock in your 4-minute offense. At very worst, you have to get at least one first down. And if you can't get a second one, you're in a better position to punt the ball away and your opposing team doesn't have as much time. That didn't happen. We go 3 and out and have a bad punt. Arthur Smith, please come into the office really quick. I got some stuff to say to you, and then I'm going to talk to these people, and I'm getting out of here. Quick show tonight. Arthur Smith. I have been on record, even as recent as Tuesday, as to say, I like what you have brought to the table as an offensive coordinator, but what I am sick of seeing you do is run these obvious run plays in obvious situations. What is your fixation with just going heavy, jumbo, 13 personnel in obvious rundowns and you just run it? Like you play into the hands of the opponent sometimes. Is it too much to ask to spread out? I didn't even like that formation on that 4th and 2 when we brought Justin Fields in there, because it's too obvious. Everybody in the world knows what you're doing, and a guy like Jim Schwartz is packing the box. Like, dog, come on. You just want to rely on being the bigger man out there. We just go line up mano a mano. No. What is wrong with you? Why do you keep doing that? And the second thing, Arthur Smith, I need to ask you before you go. I understand you have a certain style offense, but can you not see that you need to utilize 11 personnel more? What do I mean by more, you might ask? I'm not talking about just doing it on 3rd down, when it's 3rd and medium, 3rd and long, where everybody knows you're passing. Can we put a threat out there? Can we come out in 11 more often on 1st down sometimes and 2nd down sometimes? What I'm saying is I want you to keep your identity of running the football and, pounding the rock and all of that. But can we mix it up? You make it too obvious. Just throw some sprinkles out there. Sprinkle it in. Start the first few series in 11. Now you got teams thinking like, hold up. What, is Russell going to throw 40 times a game? You got them off balance now. Come out in 11, spread them out and run from 11. We can run inside zone. We can run zone split, all of that. From 11. You can even go pistol with 11 personnel out there. You see what I'm saying? Can you do that a little more often? I know you want to stick to your script and get it to work, but you just stick to it so much to where most of us can tell what it's going to be. Throw something different out there. And hold on, Arthur Smith. Don't leave yet. Everybody in America knows what you're running when you go in 12 personnel. 9 times out of 10, when you bring 12 out there, if it's not a run, it's a play action pass with the same routes. Oh, here's another one. I almost forgot. Every time you have Cordero Patterson split out, we all know what the play is going to be. You're not fooling nobody, fam. This is what I'm saying. Please get back into the bag of mixing formations. Early on in this season, I was giving you credit, and you still do it some, but you were running so many different plays out of the same look. So even if you're going to stick to those formations that you love, can we get our mix going again? Can we get the setup plays going again? Can we run the play on first down and nobody think is coming? Dismissed. So now let me finish up with you guys, man, and fire away in the chat. But I'm only going to give you a few more minutes. Here's my thing. This is my concern with this team. Even though they're 8-3, currently leading the division, they're going to have to find a way to, all that stuff I just said to Arthur Smith, they got to find a way to be a threat offensively. What I mean by that is you got to give them something different to look at. I love football. I pride myself on saying I know a little football. I am not a football guru. I don't claim to know more than coaches. But I'm going to stand on this. We must perform better and more attempts out of 11 personnel. And absolutely, red zone. Fix the red zone. You are absolutely correct, Rajan. But we have to perform better and run 11 personnel more so it becomes a potent part of the offense. I understand scheme and what you want to do, but dog, you have that as a package. So if you have that as a part of your scheme, you need to utilize it more because teams are not concerned with that. They're not. They know what we typically are going to do. We're going to go deep and try to get a jump ball. And every now and then we'll throw a little slant or something. We'll hit fry move or a Washington in the seam, which I like incorporating that. But again, when you are running those personnel packages like 12, people know what's coming for the most part. When we were scoring more points, I came in here and I was telling y'all we were doing more 11 personnel. We were doing a lot more mixing, a lot of it, when we were producing these 30-point games. But my concern, guys, is this team. I don't know if the offense is going to hold up. I don't. This game was on the offense. Yeah, some of you guys are going to say the defense gave up 24 points. This game was on the offense, bro. I feel like the way this game was going, man, I feel like if we got, let's say we scored those 2 touchdowns in late second quarter, maybe early third quarter, totally different game. It's a totally different game. We got off to a completely slow start in this game. But listen, I told y'all, I'm not concerned that we lost this game. I told you it was possible. But again, some of you guys are so deep-rooted in, we're going to do, no, we're not. Not to mention, we have struggled against Cleveland here lately, especially in Cleveland. Not to mention, this is the same Cleveland Browns team that beat the Baltimore Ravens. I know what y'all going to say. Yeah, but we beat them too. Yeah, with no touchdowns. It's any given Sunday, bro. Or Thursday, or Monday. You got to be on your square. The Cleveland Browns, whether y'all believe it or not, they match up very well against us defensively. I told y'all. I don't look at records all the time, man. You look at a record and you say, okay, win probability might be low. But dog, this is a divisional game. It's the Cleveland Browns that match up well against us in terms of how they play defense and how we just want to run right into a brick wall. Look at that. Debbie just said it. Browns are 5 of 6 in their last games there. I tried to say this, man, but some of y'all laughed me out the room on Tuesday. And y'all called it the trap game. And I was like, I don't know if I would call it a trap game because of the history. But it is what it is. So what I'm going to say to you guys is don't go jumping off the deep end, guys. They still 8-3. A lot of football left to play. And you better be concerned about going to Cincinnati next week. That's going to be another one of them that you better, more potent offense. We're going to need to score points against them. Cincinnati, let me tell y'all something. Cincinnati don't have the best record either, but have y'all seen them points? See how many points they were able to put up against Baltimore both times? Now, Cincinnati doesn't have a great pass defense, so we should be able to take advantage of that, but I'm just saying, you can't be fooling around with these divisional games, man. But the Steelers are in good position. They're 8-3, tough schedule. We already know that. We already know how tough this schedule is, and we already checked 2 off the box. We got the Washington game, we got the Baltimore game, so we already in the good as far as the second half of the season. We're 2-1 in this second half of the tough stint. Shout outs to Big Salute, man. I appreciate the Wonder Bread. Round of applause. Bruh. That's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know that illegal touching either. To me, I did not know that illegal touching would outweigh intentional grounding. Right? I feel like intentional grounding should take the precedence. I understand what illegal touching is, but I guess then by rule, that's what it is when the lineman catches it. He touches the ball or whatever. But I feel like it should have been 2 flags, and then you know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't like that either, but it is what it is. I also didn't like that touchback. Did not like that touchback. I thought if the dude touched it in the field of play and then took it into the end zone, that would be a safety. I don't know. But again, you learn, you live and you learn. And I want to point this out too. Bobby Allen says Russell Wilson was 20 of 24 for 270. Not bad. I think Russell Wilson had a tough time, man, seeing in the pocket. When he was in the pocket, he had a tough time seeing. Our offensive line didn't have the best game. I'll rewatch the game to see who really were the culprits, but definitely Dan Moore. There was a time where Sia Malu got pushed back. Didn't have the best game because that pressure was getting to us. And they neutralized our pressure. But shout outs to Nick Herbig making a play when he needed to make a play. Shout outs to Dante Jackson making a play when he needed to make a play. It's looking like we might need to re-sign Dante Jackson while you playing. Because I think we got him for just a year, for just this season, I think. But yeah, man, it's just, just a couple things that just didn't look right in this game, guys, period. Why y'all keep posting the Ravens and Steelers score? What's up with that? What y'all doing? Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about there. But yeah, Joe. Tomlin and the timeouts, man. It's gotten to the point now where I don't even want to talk about it no more because it's just bad. It's just bad, bro. It is. Yeah, Jackson. Yeah, Jackson and Porter got beaten a few times here tonight. You right. Yeah, that was a great throw to Calvin Austin. Absolutely. But yeah, man, just looking at this thing, man, that's just how I feel, guys. I think it's going to be a tough one, man, for this team. If they can't find a way, they got to produce consistent offense, guys. And again, I'm not walking away from this with results bias. I know they want to attempt to run the football. And when it works, it works. Nobody's complaining. But what I don't like, guys, what's grinding my gears, and y'all know, I'm documented. I've been saying it for weeks. I do not like when we come out in these heavy formations an obvious run down and distance. We don't try to get cute at all. Like I see other teams do. We don't spread them out. You know, there's opportunities there where if you're going to bring Justin Fields in, spread him out, empty, let him do a quarterback draw or something. I'd rather see you try something and it don't work as opposed to just, okay, we're going to line up. We're going to have our running back 8 yards off the ball. We're going to hand it off to him. We need 1 yard. No. One of them, it seemed like Russell could have snuck it. I'd rather you try that. Spread them out. That's my biggest pet peeve, man, is, again, and when it works, you still hear me. When we've had great rushing games, y'all have still heard me come here and say, I don't like when we do that. And I don't. Because Arthur Smith has some really fly, like, runs. He has some nice, well-designed runs. Like one of them plays tonight, when they line Najee, like, and they it's kind of misdirection. They run everybody this way, and then we come back this way and get a kick-out block. He has some very well-designed runs. So that's why he just burns me up when it's the obvious down and distance to run, and you come out in the most obvious formations. That's my only beef. I promise you, if he didn't do that and we still failed to get the conversion, I would just be like, we didn't execute. I just don't like when we make it so obvious, guys. That's all. Nah, Master Music. I wouldn't say that. You can't say the man's pathetic. That's just my opinion. You can't say that. I might say a little more what Wab V is saying. Play calling is a little suspect in some situations. I will say that. But I'm not going to say he's pathetic, guys, because we've had good games. Let's not do that. But, again, shout out to you, Master of the Music. That's your opinion. But I'm not at that point to call the man pathetic yet. I just think, okay, all right. Well, Bobby says the same thing. I'll let y'all have that. I don't necessarily feel that way. I just think they get in their own way too much. Him, Austin, and Tomlin, with some of the things that they want to do, I think they stay to it and stick to it a little too long. Round of applause, man, to James Webb. I appreciate that Wonder Bread. He says, basically, we ran the Ravens failed 2-point conversion twice, 15-yard punt hurt. Yeah, man, that's what it is right there. Why Diggy hit it on the head? Sometimes Arthur Smith, he gets in his bag, but he's too predictable, guys. He is. With his run plays, I would say that. With his run plays, he's too predictable. See, I think you guys are not being fair right now. Some of y'all are calling him Matt Canada 2.0. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. Arthur Smith's offense has produced more 30-yard games than Matt Canada did the entire time he was with us. Y'all can say you don't like some of the plays like I'm saying, but I ain't going to let y'all get away with that. He is not Matt Canada 2.0. But yeah, and I'm with you there, Bobby. Too much of Cordero Patterson. Like, why are we putting him out wide? What we doing? What are we doing? But Arthur Smith's legacy is going to be told as the rest of the season unfolds. Right? Let's say this. Let me end this show with this. I think he has the potential to allow this offense to flourish, but he has got to get out of his own way. Mix it up. Mix it up. Smitty says, the only thing I can compare the two OCs is the predictable down and distance running calls. There you go. I'm with you. There you go. I'm with you right there. Deshane says, revisit the last two OCs and it's the same thing. First down, run third, pass. OC have changed. The Tomlin is the common denominator. Okay. I know everybody has their different opinions about Tomlin, so I respect that. But no, I personally think that Arthur Smith is much better than Matt Canada. But I'm going to agree with Joshua. No, not Joshua. Who said it? Smitty. Where they are very much the same as it seems with Arthur Smith's first season, they're very predictable in certain down and distance runs. That's where there's an issue. So there you have it. But that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Grand Fresh saying terrible, epic loss. I love y'all. I really do love y'all. Y'all, it's nothing like this fan base. You guys, y'all go so far up the deep end, whether it's overly excited or overly disappointed. Whichever way it goes, y'all go so far in either direction. It's beautiful. Walter Worthy says, how many times have you heard number so-and-so has reported eligible? Man. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Oh, somebody said Big Pappy grow up. Where's Big Pappy? What did he say? Who's Big Pappy? Hello, Diane. Good to see you, Miss Lady. I appreciate you as always. Where's Big Pappy? I want to see what he said. Oh, here you go. Oh, wow. Big Pappy. Come on, brother. Don't do that. Don't say nothing like that. I don't support that type of talk, man. Don't do that. Kenyon is right. There's no middle with them. And he's falling in love with that toss, ain't he? We're gonna see that. Somebody said it. That's the new jet sweep. That's the Matt Canada jet sweep is the toss. To Najee Harris and Jalen Warren and Cordero Patterson. He's running with all of them. Might as well start running it now to George Pickens. Hey, run it with a receiver. Okay. All right, MT. You got to go. You got to go. But goodbye, sir. Y'all got to stop. I just told somebody else to stop doing that. I don't appreciate that type of rhetoric. So you're gone. Plain and simple. Y'all got to stop that, man. Don't do that. It ain't y'all be talking too crazy sometime, and this is just YouTube. That's not a funny matter that you're saying. That's a real world situation right there. Y'all need to stop. Stop being ignorant, man. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Getting up out of here, man. Listen, we lost. It's not the worst thing in the world. They're still at the top of the AFC North at the moment. They go to Cincinnati and they win that, then there you have it. They're sitting at 9-3. Hey, if they lose it, they're sitting at 8-4. But then it gets, they got to get themselves together. Like I said, I think the Steelers will find a way to get into the playoffs with at least 10 wins. They have 8. You would like to see them do better than that? Sure. But I'm just saying, I think a 10-win season gets them in the playoffs, and we'll see what happens from there. But we'll take this game when these weeks, week by week, and we'll discuss it as we do. I'm not going to get overly excited or overly disappointed. I told you guys this was a possible loss anyway because of just who the team was and being in the division and us playing a hard-fought game on Sunday and going on the road. It just is what it is. But outside of that, man, I'm going to ask you guys to do this. Subscribe, hit the like button, turn on your notifications. Outside of that, y'all know I'm going to wish you well. As I always do, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. Good night. Like always, I thank you, lovely people, for tuning in. And I shall catch you in the next one. Peace.